No, they assume you're racist because you live in the Great Replacement theory, or do not. Nice username, but not necessarily. Their theory implies intentionality, but there doesn't have to be intentionality behind the results being seen in the UK, for example, where the elite schools are now minority native, or the US where the population is now minority native. Sometimes it's just economic incentives over time, you know. It don't necessarily have to be a conspiracy if the interests align. The foreigners are surefire Dem voters. These foreigners are willing to take low wages or abuse in fear of losing their visa, and are more leading to more childbirths. And the whites aren't really producing children as much so as these minority groups. So all and all, it don't have to be a formal conspiracy if the evidence simply just fits. The same problem exists with Christianity. We are going to see a majority Muslim, Hindu, or Sikh population over a period of time, simply by virtue of who is having kids and who isn't having kids. The white Christian couples are not reproducing as much so as the brought over Muslim population, the brought over Hindu population, Sikh population. These groups reproduce at a higher rate than the native white populations. And if we just, long-term span it, and we see, over time, you say, okay, this group has, let's say this group has 50 kids, this group has 10 kids, and you span that out for a long enough time, even if the Christian group right now has more people in it, over a period of time where people start dying off, they get older, and the Muslims and the Hindus are having more kids, logically it's going to just not be a Christian country anymore if the population dynamics stay consistent, which they will, because they are impacted by social and economic means where a lot of white men, a lot of white guys cannot afford to provide for a wife, provide for a family, because they're taken out of positions of power. There's no ability for a white man to even have a house anymore. You have to pay 700 grand. There's no ability for white men to leverage connections anymore because family doesn't matter. Just do it yourself. Just bootstrap it. This mentality doesn't work because you're in a society where there's plenty of collective units of people. You see Indians, or you see Jews, or you see Muslims, or you see even Mexicans. These people work together as a community. And, when you have a community behind you, you have a collective behind you, that's how you get far in life. You don't get far in life because you're a lone wolf fighting off the horde. The horde kills you. That's what happens. Bill Gates didn't get far in life because he was a individualistic lone wolf. He got far because his father was a lawyer and his grandfather, I think, was a banker. He had family which supported him and got him to the position he's at. Did Jeff Bezos get far in life because he was a lone wolf guy who did everything by himself and didn't need no help? No, he had help from his dad, Miguel Bezos. Elon Musk had help from his dad, Elon Musk. As another example, Donald Trump got help from his dad, Fred Trump. You don't really need a conspiracy for elites or for anything. When interest and social prescriptions always just lean one way.